Attention, global Zionists and international banksters. We are the 99%. We don't forgive, and we definitely do not forget. But, yeah, anyway. I always kind of wanted one of these masks since I saw them used at the Occupy movement. They occupied the park not far from my house in Oakland, and a lot of people had these masks. And I think it's like there's a movie V for Vendetta. I guess they use them. I never saw the movie. I guess it's supposed to be Guy Fawkes or something like that. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is I finally caved in and bought this mask on the internet for just a couple of bucks. Apparently, it was made in China. Of course, I had to pay shipping on top of that, so I probably didn't really get such a stellar deal after the shipping and everything. But, you know, China is okay for like stuff like this, assuming it's made out of like reasonably durable material. I mean, how can you mess this up, right? But I also wanted to get a safety razor. I got sick of, like a lot of people, stuck in that trap, that routine of buying those expensive razors at the drugstore, and you got to buy the cartridges for them, and they cost like around between like $20 and $30 for like 4 of them. And it's like, that's outrageous. I can't believe I'm paying so much money just to shave. So I look on the internet, and I know, you know how when you're shopping, you kind of like you get kind of like a sort of like trance state of mind or something like that, where you're not really thinking logically anymore because you're like all engrossed in like reading all the different advertisements and stuff. And I got like sucked into reading about there was a lot of these safety razors you could buy. They were like around, they were under $3 each. And I was thinking like, well, they can't be very good, like $3 each. And I was reading all the reviews and stuff like that. And one guy goes like, oh, actually, I bought this one, and it was actually a very, very good product. And I was so impressed that I wanted to buy another one. But then the second one I got was a real cheap piece of junk. So you don't want to order this one, you want to order this other one. And there was a link to another one. So I thought like, oh, I'll just buy that one. So I got it. And I got this in the mail pretty fast, actually. But the thing is, though, I got it, and I'm like, oh, this is that razor thing I ordered. Let's take a look at it. I'm just curious to see what I got for my $3 plus shipping. So I probably paid around $7 for it. And as soon as I open it up, it's like, you know, it's like the housing's cracked and broken. And it looks, well, it came all the way from China. And I've seen like videos of how the Chinese treat the outgoing mail sometimes. And then I took this out. I took it out to look at it, and I put it back together. But I swear to God, as soon as I took it out, these things just like fell off, like a cartoon. You know, like, ting ting. You know, it's falling apart right in front of my eyes, and you can't feel this thing, but it feels like it's made of either. So it's like really super cheap tin, or maybe plastic spray painted silver or something like that. You know, not really the deal I was hoping for, because it's not really usable. It's a cheap piece of junk. I think I think like maybe that ad I clicked on, like don't buy it here, buy it here, might have been something that maybe the manufacturers did to try to fool me into buying it. I don't know how tricky they can be. But, you know, but the thing is, I determined, like, well, it looks like you're not going to be able to get a halfway decent safety razor for, like, under $30, because I think the average price, I think, is over $33, $35 I saw on Amazon. But then I went over to eBay.
Wait.
What?
Could you read the text on that box? It's funny.
This one?
Yeah, and show the box.
Safety razor. Xing Long. And there's a picture. Of course, they have, like, a nice looking Caucasian gentleman there. Oh, I guess pitching it, I suppose. Looks like some like rich guy who works in Hong Kong or something, you might imagine. And then on the side here, Xing Long safety razor, excellent handicraft, the best choice, one set inside. And that's what it says.
Handicraft?
Handicraft, yes. Whatever that means. And then, of course, it came with this box that's like falling apart, and it came with some, like, you know, razor blades, and it's got Chinese writing on it. I don't read Chinese, I don't know what that says. I think there's like only one in here, but just to get you started, I guess. But like I said, it's like this. It's worth using this thing, because it started falling apart the second I took it out of the box. There's no way I'm gonna like trust this thing to shave with. So I went over the eBay, and there was an auction going on the safety razor, 1964 model, and this is what I got, and it was, I think I got to it like about 10 minutes before the close of the auction, and it was like a $3. So I like I bid on it, and I put the bidding maximum to be like around $10. And apparently somebody got in a furious bid war with me because by the time I got it, it almost cost the entire $10. The $10 limit that I set for myself. So I got this for $10 plus the shipping. Brought it to, it was around $20. So actually, and it's a good American product, and so I think I saved like a good $10.
It's literally from the 1960s.
64, yeah, I did.
And the big question is it used?
Well, it looks fine. I mean, you know, it's like just a safety razor. It just holds the razor blade. So you can take this thing apart and clean all the parts. You know, you're not going to be like hidden like fucking
blood,
bacteria or anything in this thing. So that's perfectly fine. The other thing is I was a little disappointed because I don't like shopping on the internet because, you know, it's not like actually being able to see the actual item. You look at a picture of the item, and so if I would have known that it was going to be this short, because I would have preferred a longer handle. You know. This is actually, you know, I can use this, but, you know, I would prefer, like, a longer handle. But aside from that, you know, it's just as good as any other safety razor. I mean, it's going to save me a lot of money, believe me. I mean, a package of razor blades is just a fraction of the price you pay for those stupid multi-blade cartridge things you put on those plastic razors you get at the drugstore. So I'm going to save a lot of money. And I could also save a lot of money just by growing my beard out, I suppose. But, but anyway, so that's my latest installment in my ongoing series of shopping on the internet. So, okay, guys. So I'm just telling you, people, man, get safety razors. Everyone's going back to safety razors, man. This plastic cartridge stuff at the drugstore. It's a scam, people. It's a scam. They just keep soaking the money out of you, you know, for those cartridges. I mean, how much was the last time I went to buy them? Wasn't there like a package of like 4? What's the kind they get? The Mach 3 or something like that? And it's like a package of like 4 cartridges, and it was like almost $30, something like that. I'm like, this is insane. I can't go on like this. And it's like I said, the only I had to either like just grow my beard out or get a safety razor. And I don't mind having my beard. I don't like having long hair and a beard personally because I don't think the hair is always. I'm always shedding hair and there's like hair all over everything and it's kind of gross. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little bit fatigued. I want to do this video much earlier in the day, but I had to wait all day long, so I'm a little bit out of it. So I'm kind of like rambling. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Okay, bye.